Greetings everyone, my name is Etterville, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. During the last part, I covered 5 Veers mid-levels, so in this rather special part, I'll only be covering this level, Rockman Adventure by Risad Da Moose, 15 plays and a score of 0. Why, you may ask? It's because it's a very long metroidvania type stage, and judging by the screen length, I double checked it off screen just before I started this part, it's gonna be a long encounter, maybe even taking up to an hour, I'm not sure. Still, it'll be quite an experience, and it's going to be my first full-blown metroidvania level that I'll be playing through. I did play through the Starry Night stage by Parada Pateta, but that was a mini half metroidvania. This entire stage will be a Metroidvania level true on true, maybe even a Metroidvania world true on true. Although because of the screen count and how complex the stage is, it'll take quite a while for the stage to load up. So as always, if you want whatever levels to be featured in a part like this one, please leave the level name and level ID either in the comment section below or direct message me on Twitter. Also, as always, the full disclaimer of this entire LP series is linked in the description below. Also in the description are the timestamps for every level that I cover in these parts. Although for this part, it won't really have one, unless I split up the part. We'll see. Here we go. We have a slow intro, and let's see here if there's anything of interest. We don't have any abilities so far, we start out with nothing. That's a good sign. I get the feeling we'll need to use the Mega Buster in order to go down here. Well, this is gonna be a full-blown Metroidvania stage. Let's just hope it doesn't get too hectic. That being, there's not too much craziness going on. The only problem I'm seeing so far is the stuttering though. And there's me phasing right through the platform there. Unfortunately. This stage is probably going to have a whole bunch of deaths as well. I wish I had the ability to slide around, but I guess we don't have that ability. My first objective is of course to get any weapon, so I can actually proceed carefully. Well, there's no other place to go other than down, unfortunately. And to the left. At last, we actually get the Mega Buster, thank goodness. It was a little bit embarrassing not being able to shoot at anything. And it replaces nothing, too. Just like any classic Metroidvania, at the beginning you're usually funneled down 1 or 2 pathways in order to get your first weapon, or first ability. In this case, I have to go down this pathway, although my options are going to increase exponentially as I get more and more weaponry. Still, I wish I had the ability to slide, because you can't unlock the ability to slide mid-stage. At least that's what I think. Okay, we're out of there now. We're probably gonna get a whole bunch of special weaponry that we can utilize to make the stage a bit easier. I didn't realize there were also spikes up there, you gotta be a bit careful. Ah, neat, we actually unlocked the rolling cutter. The first parts of the stage will be probably on the easy side, and it's going to get a lot more challenging. Or rather, it's going to have a lot more routes to take. Well, we have to go left now. And we immediately face this Tama. Which was a cinch, for now. Well, I guess we'll be getting the perfect freeze as well. I wonder if this stage will have multiple routes in order to complete it, aka different Metroidvania routes. If so, that'll actually improve the stage quite a bit. Let's go down this shuttle. We're probably gonna get the Gemini laser next. Or the Thunder Beam. It's probably going to be the Thunder Beam. No, it's the Gemini laser. Also, thank you for all the tellies here. It's a nice way of preventing the players from getting soft-locked in this room in case they somehow run out of Gemini laser energy. Somehow. Though I wish the engine or Mega Man Maker allowed us access to utilize a mapper of sorts, so you can actually see how expansive the stage is. I know there's a map in the level editor, but I wish there was one in-game, something like you could unlock like in Magmal 2, as it's really helpful especially for the more complicated Metroidvania levels, although I'm not sure how difficult or complicated this stage will be. Well, we can't go back over there because we need the Thunder Beam. I need you to shoot at me. That's a little bit of a tight jump over there. I really don't like doing those. Especially with the low ceiling. I guess we're gonna get the charge kick because I see these 1-block high sliding segments. And we can unlock shortcuts as we unlock more weaponry. Like here we unlock the Thunder Beam. I was expecting the stage to give out the special weapons at a more sparse or with more distance between the two, but I guess the stage is going to be giving us special weaponry a lot faster. Fine with me. Then again, I haven't seen the rest of the stage just yet, so I may be just missing a few things. This should lead back upwards through this block. Good. And there's nothing to the left over there, I double checked. Let's see what's over here. Oh goody, infinitely respawning flyboys. My favorite. Let me go to the left, or rather go up there. I think there may be something I can unlock. I could do this without the Thunder Beam, but having the Thunder Beam makes this a lot easier. So that's another plus in terms of Metroidvanias, because not all the weaponry or abilities to get in Metroidvanias are exclusively for unlocking new areas. Some of them are just for making enemies more easy to deal with. Or certain enemy types. I'm definitely getting the charge kick somewhere, and as I can't go to the left. Like here, for example. I should have just used the rolling cutter there. I'm gonna restart this checkpoint because I'm running really low on health. I'm surprised though, I was expecting the stage to stutter around a lot more than usual. I'm probably getting the charge kick down over here. It seems likely. And we have the water segment with a low spike ceiling. Please hit me. Are you gonna hit me? Thank you. Oh, thank goodness. No bottomless pits here. Really appreciate that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna unlock the charge kick over here. It just seems so suspicious. The positioning and whatnot. Because I see a distinct sliding route over there. Or maybe not, I'm not sure. I don't trust myself with these tight jumps, that's why I'm damage boosting a lot here. One thing this stage is lacking I've seen so far is... well, how should I say it? E and M tanks, actually. That's the strange part of the stage. I would expect there to be more of them. Maybe I have been missing them, or I'll be unlocking them soon enough. Let's see what's on the right side here. Two options. Let me go down this teleporter and see where it leads up to. Oh, on the other side of this waterfall. Maybe we can unlock these weapons in different orders. That'd be really creative. And I forgot that the spinning tops, if you're on one of them, you'll always grab onto them. It's the opposite of the footholders. Well, Metroidvanias have split pathways, so I guess I'll take the water pathway and see where it leads up to. I'm hoping I get access to another special weapon. Oh, the starter there was a little bit concerning. Oh. Drat. I need the charge kick in order to get down over there, so I guess I'm going to be railroaded down there. I was hoping for another alternate route, but hey, we need the charge kick. For 3 or 4 areas now, it seems. So instead of taking the teleporter, let's go over here. And the charge kick gaps are more natural ones, they're not explicitly blocked by blocks, just one gap blocks. Or one gap of tiles. I mean, there's so many perfect places to use charge kick or the skull barrier. And it seems that none of the pits in this stage are bottomless pits either. All of them seem like you are deliberately intended to go down there. The only instant dead areas are the spikes, so another plus. Okay, we have a gyro platform segment. Just keep rapid firing and holding left. Oh, thanks game. I probably should have just waited there. That was more my fault. At the very least, all these checkpoints seem to have some extra weapon energy laying around, in case you run out. So that's a plus. I just wish I had the ability to slide, but once again, they locked it to charge kicking, otherwise you'd break the stage. It just makes traveling to these areas so much more convenient. I mean, there are 4 areas where I need to charge kick in order to progress already. At least it feels like 4. And it'll make traversal through these areas a lot safer as well. That or the skull barrier. This time, let's watch how the Yoku blocks spawn in. Bit of a close one over there. I didn't want to take a chance over there. Okay, we get the skull barrier and 3 choices of areas to go down to. Well, the stage is definitely opening up more, even in terms of pathways. Okay, that's... never mind. That isn't another pathway. But I'm unlocking more options for where to proceed onwards. I'll restart this checkpoint just to be sure. And let me take the left route and see where it leads down to. Never mind. This is just a tutorial showcasing how the skull barrier will work and protect you against spikes. Just like other classic Metroidvanias, which usually teach you either through a direct tutorial text message and or an environmental challenge like this one. So that's definitely a plus. Oh, and it leads all the way back down here, so the pathways are looping up with each other. Nice. And because I have all the new special weaponry, specifically the Skull Barrier, I can unlock some new areas, especially one of them I saw earlier. Specifically the one that was blocked off with spikes on the upper right route. But let's see if there's anything else I'm missing. Let's see, I already took this route, so let me take the Gemini laser route up there. Where does this teleporter lead up to again? Let me see if I missed something here. Just to be sure. Once again, I wish I had a map for this stage. Okay, it just leads back over here. That's for just getting the rolling cutter. Let's see what's up this ladder. Oh, a key. And our first E-tank for the stage. There we go, that's how you do it. I can't go through there just yet, so... Yeah, there's a Yoku block just for that, so it's a charge kick area. Let's see if there's something else I can do over here. First kill off the Tama once again. Nope, I need the perfect freeze. Well, I guess it's time to take the right route. If I can recall where it was specifically. Oh yeah, and there was also this route which I skipped over. Should I go for it? Yeah, let's see what's down over here. A completely unexplored area. Another plus about this stage is that each of the sub-areas has a unique tile set in a unique color scheme. Like we had the above area, this green area, the water area. So we can memorize these areas more easily. So another plus for the level designer. Oh, and we get Topspin. I'm not sure where else we would use Topspin, but I guess we haven't accessed those areas yet, or I'm forgetting of one of them. And here's an environmental tutorial showcasing how to use the Topspin. Plus, I also have a spare key where I don't know where I'll be using it though. Too many shots. Well, that was a full refill. So now let's go on the left route and by using the Skull Barrier and see what it has to offer. Oh no. Well, only one spawns in at a time, I think. So I can lure it around the place so I won't get killed. Oh no. The only problem though is the jumping there. It's a bit precise. Basically, because it's just one block gap over there, it can be really hard to hit, unfortunately. Which isn't too bad because the checkpoint is really nearby, but still, unfortunate. I would have liked that ladder to have one piece sticking out, but I guess it would make the challenge a lot easier. Having the Ice Slasher would also make that challenge a bit easier as well. Maybe we'll be getting that soon enough. We'll have to see. Let me try luring it all the way down. Okay, let's go for it. Ah, that was close. Now, where does this lead up to? Ah, the perfect freeze. And it makes sense because this isn't an ice area. I guess we're gonna have the environmental challenge here. Well, it is a spam-based weapon, so we have quite a few tough enemies. I just wonder what this key will be used for. And we're taken all the way back here as well. I really want to hit a checkpoint nearby, so I'll go back to that upper area, just to be safe. Or specifically, I'll go back down to that area where I first got the top spin. That seems like a good option. That's the only area of the stage I haven't explored so far. Well, there's also the top left. And also all of those areas with charge kick 1-block gaps. Seriously, I think there are a whole bunch of secrets down there that I'm missing or overlooking. Oh, and I forgot I already hit this. Oops. Well, let's go down that route with the spikes, the chute. After all, none of the pits in the stage are instant deaths, so might as well give it a shot. I see an E-tank down there. Sudden shield attacker. Well, I guess that's a secret from the other side. I can shoot it from down here somehow. Couldn't reach. Okay, oil slider. I don't remember seeing a block for oil slider. Once again, environmental challenges. Showcasing how the oil slider can work on water and you can do jumps using it. Taken all the way back here as well. You know what, let me go down over there. I want to see what's back down there. That Pigman is super annoying. Ah, and there's an alternate route which I missed. And we get a second key for our effort, and we get another checkpoint. Which I will utilize immediately now, because I want to reset the other checkpoints. I get the feeling there are 2 or 3 more keys, and those are the keys to unlocking a secret or something. No pun intended. Well, we have the oil slider and top spin, but I don't remember any areas that utilize their blocks. Let me double check down here and see if there's any secrets. I already went down that area, so... And probably down this area as well. Yeah, this was the Thunderbeam area. Again, I reiterate the point that I wish there was a map so I don't have to repeat these areas. That area or gap is one of those best places to utilize the charge kick. That seems to be the best weapon for this type of stage, or the weapon that's stop-gapping my progress the most. That's the Gemini laser room. Still, I'm enjoying myself. This definitely feels like a Metroidvania level, and as I unlock more weaponry, the stage is opening up. Although I would have liked the stage to open up a little bit more with more alternate pathways, this works. I do remember a perfect freeze block on the top route. Now I just need to get back up to there. And yet I still take damage there. Oh wait, I don't remember taking this route. Let's go down over here. There are two ways of accessing this, either by using the oil slider and jumping, or by using the skull barrier. You need the oil slider here, never mind. Otherwise you can't make that jump. Let's see where this leads up to. The first area that needs a NATO. And the next key. Yep, I get the feeling there is 4 keys at the very least. But they're all positioned in secret areas, so 1 or 2 more of the keys is going to be in a charge kick gap, I can assure you. I'm also really thankful I scheduled this for its own part, considering how large it is. The level creator was quite kind to alert me that it was a very long stage. Yep, this area looks completely different from the previous area. Hopefully I can backtrack back over there, to the first area. I guess this leads either to a secret or the end of the stage, so I'm missing one. Well, I'm missing the NATO as well as the charge kick, so I have a bunch of more things to look out for. Whoa, that was close. Not only that, we actually even have Rush Jet missing. I guess we're also missing the Rush Coil. But before I go over there, let me check the left route, because I can still access that area using the top spin. Oh, never mind. This was a waste of time. I forgot that loops up to over there. What I really need to do is get up back over there, use the top spin, and get into that teleporter. I should have used the skull barrier there. I was stupid. I mean, that was a perfect place to utilize the skull barrier for safety. So that'll probably lead over to the NATO. I'm also probably missing something in that area, but we'll see. The stutter over there killed me. I was hoping to hold right a bit later, but the stutter frightened me and resulted in my death. That's the only other unfortunate problem of large stages in Mega Man Maker. It's been improved since version 1.1 and version 1.2, but really large levels or more complicated levels can lag out Mega Maker, or Mega Man Maker as it's called right now. So, just like before, it's Skull Barrier time. When in doubt, turn on Skull Barrier. There we go. I don't think you can access this area without the Skull Barrier. Well, actually you can if you have the Oil Slider. In that case, this challenge will be a lot more difficult, but because I have the Skull Barrier, it's made a lot easier. Another trait of Metroidvanias, if you have the correct special weaponry and do things in the intended order, certain challenges become easier. I guess we can either unlock the Skull Barrier, or rather, we could either unlock the Toss Spin or Rush Jet in this challenge. Of course, having the Rush Jet would make this challenge a lot easier, because Toss Spin's jumping is a lot more precarious. One wrong move and you're dead. Or this damage boost. Ah, there's the NATO. This double checking in case there are any secrets. It seems that I'm missing 3 special weapons now. Those being the Charge Kick, the Rush Jet, and some other weapon I'm forgetting, or haven't seen yet. And once again, I want to reiterate this point over and over. I'm thankful that every special weapon has an environmental tutorial, like any good Metroidvania, showcasing how to utilize it. In this case, the NATO's extended jump height. Like for those earlier areas, you could utilize the Oil Slider to get up, but here you're forced to use the NATO in order to get up. So that's good tutorial design, preventing overlapping weapon usage. And because I went to the right, I can now go back to the left and use the shortcut. If I were to evaluate this Metroidvania level right now, I'd probably give it at least a 7 or 7.5 out of 10. Really good stage design. I really like the non-linear design, opening up new parts of the stage as you unlock more weaponry. I like that we have multiple routes, or rather multiple ways to complete these challenges. And I do like how certain weapons make certain enemy encounters easier, and having certain weapons ahead of time instead of the intended ones will make certain challenges easier, like what we saw with that Yoko Block room. So what I need right now is the 4th and final key. But the main question is, where is it? But before I go back over there, let me unlock this checkpoint so I don't lose my weaponry. And do a safety reset. This wouldn't be a problem in something like Super Metroid because the save points never reset. Or rather, once you activate it, you can always reactivate it again. Here, it's only one and go. Let's go back down that route and see if I missed anything. I remember skipping over this pathway, but did I miss anything here? I don't think I missed anything here, so I'll just skip past this. After all, because I have access to the Oil Slider as well as the NATO, I can bypass this entire segment easily. Still, I'm a bit curious if I'm missing something. I remember this pathway, and I remember taking the teleporter to the right, but... oh yeah, I was forced to take this route because I wasn't able to proceed onwards on the other side. Specifically this side. Oh yeah, still I can't proceed onwards because I can't travel upwards. I'll double check down over here. Well, I already checked over here, I mean double check on this route, and then I'll go back up there to the perfect freeze block. Wait a minute, there is something here. Yeah, okay, I remember this room. Now I have the easy route for this. Huh. I'm a bit lost. Let me check the right pathway and see if there's any secrets I can open up. Oh yeah, this room with all the Skeleton Joes. Nope. Just passing right on through. Well, we're back down over here, and this is where I got the skull barrier. So, I guess I'm going back to the perfect freeze room. There's probably one other area which I'm missing. But the question is, where? That's the $1 million or million bolt question right now. Okay, we're back up over here, good. Still can't slide. Sliding would open up the most alternate pathways I can access, or shortcuts at the very least. Okay, in order to even access this, we need to use a combination of several special weaponry. That being the NATO, as well as the perfect freeze. So it's a double unlock. Metal Blade. Out of all the weaponry I expected to get in this stage, Metal Blade was definitely off my outline. I was expecting something like the Atomic Fire. Oh yeah, time to reset here. Well, the only other weaponry we need are the Charge Kick and Rush Jet. At least I hope it's the Rush Jet. Not the Rush Jet, I know there's the Rush Jet here. I'm hoping for a Charge Kick. Because of all those one tile gap areas. I'm hoping that I get it, but it may be entirely false and those are not intended to be crossed. Let's go right. Okay then, we're taking all the way back over here. Well, I need to do another search, so I'll do it off screen. Aha! Just right of the water area, which I skipped over, and on the left side I took the skull bearer route. There is this gap over here which I couldn't cross before, but now I have the oil slider, as well as the NATO, I can cross it very easily. So let's see what's on the other side of this gap. I guess you're intended to have oil slider here. Ah, and this is where the Rush Jet is. You're intended to get either this or the toss pin for that one segment earlier. The one where you get the NATO, I guess. So for this segment, we need to use Rush Jet in order to get up. Or just use NATO. But if you take Rush Jet, you get access to that too, so... Unfortunately, we can't slide through, so I guess you're either intended to have Charge Kick here, or it's an optional little collectible. But now that I have that, what am I missing? Well, I'm missing Charge Kick, which is the last weapon I need in order to access those other areas. Apparently I skipped this route in its entirety because lo and behold, the charge kick is down over here. Well, now I feel really embarrassed. I thought it was going to be in a secret off area, but no, it was right here all this time. How did I miss this pathway? I wish I had a map because then it would reduce chances of this happening. Now it's teaching us how to do air sliding underwater, specifically in the one gap tiles. At least we have the tellies here in case we run out of energy. So now we can at least access all these areas now and... down we go. I reiterate my statement that I have found no bottomless pits whatsoever in this stage, only spike pits. So I guess it's time to backtrack now and search all of those one gap tiles. Okay, this is one of the first areas where you can use the charge kick. Apparently I skipped past this area the first time because I couldn't make the jump, I think. And so I completely missed the charge kick here. And lo and behold, it just leads to a shortcut right around here. Well, I guess it's time to figure out or sort out where everything is. Let's see where this one gap leads to. All the way out of here, let's see if it exits this facility or something. Well, this is new. Oh, wait a minute, I think I know where this leads up to. It leads back down over here with the E-tank. And if my assumptions are correct with where I'm sliding... Let's see if I can get it here. This leads all the way back down over here, of course. And this leads just outside of here. Well, now it's time to explore everything once again to figure out where all the one gap crevices are. Well, we get a free E-tank for this, but I guess only to be exploring the other areas, because I need one more key in order to complete this stage. I remember this pit down here, so let's take it. Ah, and there's the final key. That's the one I've been looking for all this time. So now I can just backtrack to where I was, to the last point of the stage, and complete it. Alright, we're back at the entrance. So let's use our 4 keys to unlock the final part of the stage. Yep, the keys weren't optional, they were mandatory, but at the very least they were fun to get, and in order to unlock them all, you need to unlock all the special weapons. We can either complete the stage now or go to the right. What's at the right? Oh, never mind, we don't need all special weapons in order to complete this stage. But if we do, we unlock a secret. I got it backwards. I thought at first that all the weapons were needed to complete the stage and the keys were optional. In reality, it's the reverse. We can complete the stage now by just going to the left in case we missed a weapon, or we can continue on forwards here for the boss fight. Clever. So you are well rewarded for completing the stage 100%, although it did take quite a bit of real time in order to do so. Although that would have been remediated if I actually had a map. I need charge kick. No, it's not his weakness. If he didn't keep pulling me back towards him, this fight would be a lot easier. No, that doesn't seem to be his weakness. Sure, let's use an E-tank. I probably missed one or two of them. Yeah, those spikes are really concerning, especially because of how he keeps trying to pull me. Does he even have a weakness? Well... that's the only thing I didn't try. Okay, that's his weakness. Of course, it'd be the most difficult weapon. And considering how much conic damage Mega Man does, it's not advisable to use this. Alas, Rockman Adventure has been completed. Oh boy, in real time this took over 70 minutes to complete. This was a very long Metroidvania level, and I thank you Risad for warning me in advance. Nonetheless, I'll still give this a 7.5 out of 10. This was a wonderful stage to play through. On screen, on video, you'll probably see a 45-minute playthrough, but that's because I counted about 30 minutes of wandering around, which could have been eliminated if this stage had a map, but unfortunately Mega Man Maker doesn't support maps in-game. Most Mega Man games don't have that anyway. Still, I really enjoyed how slowly you started out the stage with nothing, got the Mega Buster, then you got the Rolling Cutter, Gemini Laser, Skull Barrier, etc., and the stage opened up more and more with different pathways and different shortcuts. I liked how the special weapons you got not only unlocked new parts of the stage, but made traversing other parts of the stage you already went through easier by unlocking shortcuts, as well as making certain enemies and challenges easier. Like for example, those spike segments with Yoko blocks were a lot more challenging until I unlocked the Skull Barrier. And you could potentially unlock the Skull Barrier before you get to those segments, so there is a bit of non-linearity with the stage. You saw that in the case with the charge kick, which I ended up getting the last because I missed the jump over there. Although I'm not sure if you can make that jump without you having something like the rush jet or oil slider. Though it is possible if you're more pixel precise, and I feel quite embarrassed I missed it because there were so many shortcuts that it depended on using the charge kick, but that was my fault for forgetting that one pathway there. So overall, a 7.5, or if I was even more generous, an 8 out of 10. I absolutely loved playing through this Metroidvania level, and it truly fits the good design decisions of Metroidvania stages overall. I just wish the save points resetted by themselves and I had a map, but that's more due to Mega Man Maker engine's limitations. Though I'd strongly suggest that you provide a map to players who wish to play this so that they don't get lost. And keep warning them in advance that this is going to take a while. If you know exactly where to go, this stage will probably take only 30 or 40 minutes, but if you don't, it can take upwards up to 60 minutes or more. Still, this was an awesome level, and I thank you for sharing this to me. Good luck with your second Metroidvania level. I'd love to play it as well. So in the next part, I'll be covering several more Veer Submit levels. Well then, thanks for watching and have a nice day. Toodles!